Elder gods protect me!
Gorilla City knows how to party. Gorilla City. What's, you like fuzzy bunnies?
No, it's Where's money? Because that's what Raiden shouts when he does that.
Show me the money. No, anyways. This is Injustice 2, and the injustice is we took so long to play it. Maybe not.
We play like...
Justice 3 will be out soon? No.
Comparatively, we played each of the other games for like 30 minutes to 45 minutes. This game we definitely played like twice that long.
The problem is well, it's not really a problem. There's a ton of characters in this game, and when I played it previously, like some of the DLC I don't think was out. And so I did play the game a little bit, but it's on PS4, so it looks a million times better on this game. It was weird because this game actually did freeze at like the character select. Like, I don't know, we tried to like mod the characters and we brought up the menu to switch
and the game just basically crashed on us.
Oh yeah, it was inexplicable.
And it was because of like skeletons or whatever.
But we did try and like max out. Yeah, we had Scarecrow up. I don't know if it was a particular player.
It might have been because of the Ninja Turtles, because they're basically 4 at once.
So essentially, there's like 6 people loaded into memory, and like
when
we did their super. No, there's 2 characters and then 4.
No, 2 characters counting the turtles.
6.
Okay, no, what I'm trying to say is that there's the fighter, and then there's the fighter playing Leonardo and his 3 brothers.
Okay, yeah, technically, yeah, okay. I was thinking as if like it's like X-Men, but anyways. But that was the other thing, like, we tried to, once that happened, it was like, whoa, big slowdown, but like, I think it's because we also had on max everything, like ultra shadows
and it's basically
just testing the laptop.
A pro tip for all of you laptop gamers: never set it to max.
No, you can if you have a good setup, but
yeah, anyways,
that's not even relevant. Anyways.
But like,
you need to have a really good computer. Essentially, this game came out less than a year ago. You need to have a really good computer to have it on ultra, but it looks really good. There's a ton of characters. I think 25. I'm just throwing a number out. It's a lot.
You're kind of right on the money. It's like about 24, but then like you have like alternate skins, so like
it kind of feels like more.
For certain characters, like for instance, if you were to pick Green Lantern, you can pick between the Hal Jordan version or the Jordan.
Yeah, so it feels long, sort of. Yeah, it plays like MK. I feel. I don't know.
It kind of does, but like there's a difference. There's no fatalities. There's no
stances. There's super moves, sort of that are kind of like MK-ish. I found.
Yeah,
they're really over the top.
But it definitely feels different because they have a certain different system compared to Mortal Kombat. In Injustice, you have like 3 different modes of attack. You have the heavies, the lights.
I think it uses it. I think it feels more like the latest Mortal Kombat 11. I think it's the latest, or 10.
Yeah, Mortal Kombat X.
It really feels like Mortal Kombat X. Yeah.
Yeah, 11's coming out.
Probably from the same engine. That's my guess. It really looks like it because like
it's the same studio, same engine.
Yeah, so I think it's.
In fact, it's kind of the same in most of. You even had like 2 of the Mortal Kombat characters.
I really feel like with this game, like the character selection's good, but I feel like they did an amazing job with the stages that are there. But I feel like there should have been more stages.
Yeah.
Stage DLC, but like everything's polished. I think there's like 10 stages or something, which...
No, there's like less than that. There's like 8 or 9.
Yeah, I find that kind of weird. Like, they could have tried to add like other stages.
And I mean like...
Rather than characters.
I kind of get it because it's not like with Smash Brothers where the stage is its own character and you...
Well, I mean, they also make the environment, like, you can throw people against, like, statues and other cool stuff.
Yeah, and fling them across.
Yeah.
I mean, like, you could have, like, a stage where it's, like... But imagine this. Like, you have, like, Hellboy's exclusive stage where it's, like, it's literally the pits of hell because, you know, he's Hellboy. Or even, like, something that was definitely reminiscent of a scene from, like, one of the Hellboy comics.
That's the biggest thing that I find with this game. Like, I wish there were more stages, and I know that there's a lot of work, it seems, that goes into making a stage for this game. Also, like, there's a ton of DLC, which is cool, but they're like $8 per character. So, like, I wanted to play this game once I had everything, and I feel like this is one of those games where you have to keep paying for the season packs, and I feel like you're missing on a lot of the characters unless you invest like that other $40 or more.
And it's getting to a point where the season pass is actually more expensive than the video game itself.
And that's the funny thing. Like, Dead or Alive 6 just came out, and that's $80, and then the extra characters and costumes.
The season pass.
Yeah, is like
$90.
Yeah,
and that's
102 actually.
Yeah,
Canadian.
well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. That was in American dollars, and 102s, and so.
But the thing is, there's only like 5 or 6 costumes and like another 3. I'm not sure the exact number of characters. So it's like for $100 more,
you just get practically nothing, and the promise of there being more.
Yeah.
And as we've seen from the Final Fantasy 15 game, more doesn't really mean that more is actually coming.
Especially with the direct release. But anyways, this game, I think it's one of the cooler fighting games. I don't think it's really supported so much in Ottawa. I haven't really seen a lot.
But this is definitely one of those games, and it has.
I think it's worth it. I mean, it's been going on sale a lot lately, and I think it's because, at least in Ottawa, like, I don't see anyone really
playing it
as an esport.
And I'd have to absolutely recommend it. 10 out of 10.
I think it's really well polished. I'm not sure if I'd give it a 10. I'd give it at least probably 8.59. I feel like you have to be super into the lore to like really love this game.
Yeah,
I like the characters, but like I'm not.
Yeah, and
like,
I'm just gonna give you the basic premise of this game. It's not that you have to be a fan of DC Comics.
That's what I feel like with this. Like I can take it or leave it.
Yeah,
I feel like.
But it also requires you to be a fan of the universe that Injustice takes place in general. Because if you just go into this with reading the comics, you're going to be very confused when Batman and Superman face each other and they talk about like this one Earth regime that you have no idea about.
What the heck is Batman talking about?
Exactly.
Yeah, and that's why I feel like you have to be like. I don't think you have to be a super fan, but I definitely think you have to be like involved with it a certain degree to like get the most out of this game.
Yeah, like you have to like read the comics that the Injustice game came out with, or even like have played the original Injustice to get a good feel of how the game plays.
That's a weird thing because I remember when I first tried this, I felt like okay, it plays a little bit differently. I think it's because the engines are different. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I think if you can afford all the DLC. And you don't mind paying out like $100,
or if you don't really care,
or
if you don't really care about DLC, and you just want to play the game, this is definitely a good game, even vanilla.
Yeah, I think $20 is the vanilla, but like if you want to really feel like you're getting the most, maximize it, then
you have to buy all the
DLC.
Yeah, that is actually a deal breaker for most people. If it's the DLC, that's going to be like you have to. Then I have to bump it down to a 9.
Okay. I think there was something else. I'm trying to remember. Maybe there wasn't.
So, the story mode is actually kind of engaging.
Yeah, we didn't really cover that so much because there's so many characters.
Yeah.
So, I think it's pretty lengthy. I've heard it's like an hour or so.
Yeah. To basically sum up, it's basically taking place after the first game. Superman's incarcerated. Batman is basically having this system called Brother Eye, starts scanning the entire Earth, and then all of a sudden Brainiac shows up, and basically he's the villain.
Yeah, very good graphics. The gameplay is pretty fun. I'd say, I don't know, what do you think amongst like all the fighting games we played? I'd say this is
This is like top
I enjoyed
tier.
it, but I didn't enjoy it as much as like Tekken 7. Soul Calibur is sort of, I don't know.
Oh, that is actually a very, very hard question you've pitched to
Really?
me. I'm a big fan of like story-driven games.
Yeah.
And this game gives you lore upon lore upon character
you're the lore
interactions
master,
are
I
like
forgot.
so there are unique character interactions between each character.
Yeah, I have to admit that's pretty cool.
And like, oh my god, it is so great and so wonderful and
Yeah.
But like you'd have to have like the gameplay of like Tekken. And
I just enjoyed. I thought Tekken was a bit more like, fancy pantsier. I'd have to go with Tekken over this personally. And Soul
Yeah.
Calibur, I wish there were more characters. I think there are. I'd say this is good, but like I wouldn't rank it in like the top 3 personally. So.
Yeah, you know, I think after that, I think Soul Calibur has my vote as well because you can make your own character.
Oh yeah.
Or rather, give a lizard man.
I forgot
a dick.
customize. Yeah, I knew that was coming. All right, well, keep on gaming, guys. Get your justice.
Consider this mercy.